Yeah, or I'm totally confused. Why are the people on my TV set hyperventilating? I mean, I guess if you take 3 steps back, one of the problems here is if you have a perch on television, your job is to have some perspective. I don't know, to kind of, you know what I mean? See this in the big picture and not jump to immediate conclusions that may be wrong. To be sort of an adult. I don't see any adults out there across the landscape of cable television, except maybe ones I work with.
Yeah, Tucker, I used to think that Anderson Cooper was an adult. And you could go Google me right now, Joe Concha Anderson Cooper, and you will see almost every column I've ever written about him has been a positive review of something that he's done. And yesterday, he reads a letter that Trump wrote to Comey and calls Trump a 5th grader. He then proceeds to act like a 5th grader to, as you can see here on your screen, to Kellyanne Conway, rolling his eyes repeatedly at her answers. Let's put it this way. All right, because he's an anchor, remember. He's not a host. He's not a shock jock. He is an anchor. He's the face of CNN. Let's say Brett Baier had interviewed a senior female administration official in Valerie Jarrett a year ago and continually rolled his eyes in a condescending, disdainful fashion. What do you think the reaction would be? It would be
want to think about
the apocalypse, right? I mean, that's the only movie that I can see here. So, yeah, that was the most disappointing to me because I thought Anderson Cooper was above that kind of behavior. And instead of criticism from the media, you have like CBS Market Watch saying that was the eye roll heard around the world. Excuse me, hey, you can't hear an eye roll, you see it, and you shouldn't be applauding it. You should be saying, as you say, let's raise the discourse a little bit and stop the eye rolls, please.
Exactly. This is what happens when you work in a newsroom where every single person has exactly the same political views and there's no air in the room, and you think that your stupid opinions represent the country. They're destroying themselves.
Polling said otherwise. Oh, one more point, Tucker, if we have a second. Everybody talks about the timing of the firing as well. But no one ever offers when a good time would have been to fire Jim Comey. We know Hillary Clinton probably would have done it day one. But if Donald Trump does, then that's retribution for not offering an indictment to Loretta Lynch when the email scandal happened. If he does it in March, that's when Comey announced that there was an investigation. We can't do it then. So he does it now. When's a good time? No one can seem to answer that question.
I'm going to ask that in a minute when we talk to a member of Congress. Joe, thanks for joining us tonight.
All right. Thank you, Tucker.